Hey, welcome back, brother. Wait, what are we now? 15? 16? I'm lost. I want to say 16, right? Episode
Yeah,
16.
right.
Ign'ant
Because I
Sports.
was like, why would we start the number over, right? Just because we're talking about NBA, I guess.
No. I just couldn't
Is
remember if
it
we
big?
ended on 15. I think we ended on 15 for the Super Bowl. Wow, we're getting up there and the number will be at 20 soon. But yes, so yeah, NBA
Right.
talk. It really is like episode 1 again because we're
Yeah.
redoing the whole thing. We're in new locations officially. We have no NFL to talk about. That's going to be the last time you hear about that. Probably not, but yeah, let's get into some NBA, man. So, you been watching this season at all?
Here and there. Um, for sure, just highlights.
Yep.
For sure, highlights because just like I was just shout out to other people that's big timer. It's this guy. I don't know if you ever heard of Chris Smooth. I'm glad to see him work his way up the ladder, and he kind of got some deals with um PlayStation, like in NBA, as far as 2K
Oh,
stuff
nice.
like that. But he does like he loves NBA, and he does a 2K series, and I feel like this is the first year, or not, maybe not first year, but technically maybe second year. Who knows? I feel like he hasn't done this too often, too long. But he does his little highlights of
Mm-hmm.
games.
Nice.
And I I really haven't quite paid attention to how he does it. If he does like every game for that day, but that's how I've been catching some of my NBA mostly. I would say like definitely not full games. Just like if it was like if he was on my feed and Lakers was on there, of course I was definitely checking out like see if we got the dub.
Yep.
But especially based on the way he titled it, of course, he's trying to get the most clicks, so make sure just whether it was a good or bad game. So since he had interesting titles, and I'd be like, oh, that person did that. Like, okay, cool. I'll click this and see
Fair enough.
after that was like say like a Lamella Ball or something like that. But
Yeah, it's a good time to get that out.
uh,
Just to clarify, I am TD Garden, Celtics. I had my Celtics shirt on earlier. I don't have it on now. I was like, I'll just be good for later. T Mac is in the, we're going to call it the Staples Center, where he
yes,
is
we're
repping
gonna.
the only team in LA that is worth mentioning.
Yeah.
So he,
Besides,
even I
the
don't
what
even,
the
of course, yeah, what were you going to say, Sparks?
yeah, of course, see
Exactly, yeah.
the female side.
Of
But
course, yeah,
other than
yeah.
that,
No, of
anybody
course.
else,
You say the other team in LA, my brain automatically goes to the Sparks. I don't even know who else you'd be talking about.
exactly.
But yeah, so that's where we are. For me personally, I've always had a soft spot for. Well, I'll tell you my soft spot actually. If you have a second team, who would be your second team in the league? I know you like say LA and like Green Bay in our other league.
Mm,
Who's like another team that you kind of like in this league that you like pseudo root for, if you have one, because not everyone has one. And if you don't
hmm
have one, maybe give me like, because I know you gave me Chris Paul last time, so give me a player if you don't have a team. Me, I got a team specifically that I have like as my number two.
Yeah. Because I'm like I could go many ways with this. Like, do you want to say
You can give me a
um
few. You can just throw them out there. It
well
doesn't have
not
to be
even
just
that,
one.
but like most recently or like gen like growing up to like if Lakers
Give me
was a
the
player I was
overall.
watching,
Give me
yeah.
just the overall. Like it would be your number two. Like if you just kind of had to choose like a one and two.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I mean, no lie. I mean, I like the Celtics.
Bro, I don't. Hey man, that's why it's tough doing the show with you, man. Because at first, we were talking a little shit back and forth, and it's like I was telling my friend, I'm like, damn, bro, T Mac is like one of the few people who I talk sports with, and we kind of go back and forth. Where it's like we don't really go back and forth like I usually go back and forth with people. So it's like that's it's kind of in trend, man. It's not like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of hate going back and forth, and they're like, I got you, and it's more like, yeah, you got it, kind of deal. So I don't blame you,
You know,
man.
you know
I
what? Okay, wait. Actually, you know what? No, no, better. Okay, let me better say this. So the reason why I said that actually is because like I respect the franchise, even though with rivalry and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
So, um, in reality, I can't pick that choice. So
Of
I
course.
guess I
But hey,
would, I
we
would,
appreciate the nod.
yeah, exactly. So I go with Spurs.
God,
I
no,
go
you
with
can't go
Spurs.
with Spurs. You can't. You know why?
Okay,
Because I'm going with Spurs. But
right,
we can both go with Spurs. That's fine, man. We
right,
can both
right.
pseudo root for a team. That's actually not a bad idea. Why do you like the
I'm,
Spurs? Because that was my team. That was what I was gonna say.
because I mean, just that's why I was like, how do I want to approach this? Because it's like just the history
Mm-hmm. That's
and
funny, man.
and then if I'm not mistaken, Pop is still there, right?
Yeah, Pop is
So
still there. To me,
um,
Pop has always been the Bill Belichick of the league, man. I
yeah,
love
definitely.
Pop, man. Love Pop.
I would die for Bob.
And honestly, bro, like for me, a lot of it was during the whole like big three kind of era, like LeBron in Miami, and it's like Celtics can't. We couldn't handle it. We couldn't do nothing against it. And I'm
Yeah,
like, who's out there, bro? That's when I fell in love with Kawhi. That's when they had Tim Duncan. Obviously, I mean they had
yep.
their big three:
Yeah,
Duncan,
they're great. Yeah.
Ginobili, Parker.
Yep.
But then they had Kawhi, which
Yep.
was incredible. Then they had Danny Green, knockout threes. Then they
Yep.
had even like in their later years, I feel like they had someone else come down for like the league minimum. I forget who it was. I want to say it was someone from Toronto. I'll like paste it in right now.
Oh, wait, that's well, that was Phoenix because Leonardo Barbosa.
Oh, Barbosa was
Uh,
all yeah. He
I think
was
he, yeah, right? If I'm not tripping,
no.
he did them
I'm
too,
pretty sure he was there at one point.
like right? Okay, but
Another
that's
former Celtic who stopped in on his journey.
he was. Oh yeah, that's true. That
Mm-hmm.
is true because I remember when I found that dude, I was like, oh okay.
Yep. But no, yeah, always had a lot of respect for them. As Tim Duncan, man, Mr. Fundamental, just like Kobe got his
Yes.
five, but he got his five a completely different way. So just
Yep.
awesome franchise, So
It was,
that's cool, man.
and
That's
it
cool.
still
I'm down
is.
with that. I'm trying to think like if I had like a third team, man. So damn, do you have any other teams? Well, I'm thinking.
Because I was like so like all the teams I'm thinking is like different reasons. Like I thought about Denver. I thought about Utah Jazz. Like back when like rest in peace to Jerry
Mm-hmm.
Sloan. I liked his teams towards the later ends of 2000s if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe early 2010s. Um yeah, they kind of was giving us the hands. Like during the West Conference, like they would give us a run for the money, like AK-47. I just love just being able to say that. And it's just like Andre Kirilenko, reward number 47.
That's funny. I never heard that before.
Uh oh yeah, that was the thing on the West Coast. Like like whenever you watch the Utah game,
That's funny.
everybody loved that. And then Carlos Boozer, I think
Carlos,
that's
yeah.
yeah, Carlos. And then Darren Williams, yeah. So yeah, they had some good pieces. I think Paul Millsap too at one point too, if I'm not mistaken. So I
All names
respected
I've
it.
heard before, but I couldn't really
Right,
confirm or deny.
right. It's like that's just that seemed like ages ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody watching this be lucky enough that I remember their names, like let alone the
Mm-hmm.
team and stuff. So um, that's one reason why I would choose them. And then for Denver, same thing like coach wise, George Carl. I think he was respectable. And then, of course, like once they had Carmelo in there, I say that like I would follow Carmelo, because I loved his game. Like when I was growing up, especially when I started playing like NBA Live more in 2K.
Mm-hmm.
When I would do like the like kind of like my career kind of game sections, I would focused on my post game.
Mm-hmm.
Like him, like I felt like he had great footwork, other than Kobe, when it came to the post game.
No,
So
yeah, he was incredible.
yeah, I was like,
I say it was incredible, like he wasn't playing anymore, but it's like
right,
that
right.
Carmelo is not playing anymore.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely not. This the one that's here is the one who was like, I just needed somebody else to come and prove that there can be a 3 pointer, um, hyper 3 pointer proficiency other than Ray Allen, like somebody who can actually shoot. What do we call that? So not off the like what's the type of that Clay is? He's
Like a catch
the
and shooter.
one, yeah, catch and shooter. So not catch and shooter, but like the so then what's the other term where there's like they can create their own shot, but I forgot. I
A,
know it's on the top.
a baller, bro. That's what I call him.
Basically, yeah,
If you create
it's on
if
those
you create your
lines.
own shot in the NBA, you are a known commodity.
Yeah, so just like that, it's just like Carmelo was just like, I felt like he was waiting for that to happen, and when Steph came wrong, it was like, all right, yeah, now I'm gonna just go to shooting threes a whole
Hmm.
bunch, and just show you guys
Like,
like,
imagine if Westbrook could shoot like how Carmelo could have shot, like, because like he can create his own shot too. It's just like once they give it to him, he just can't hit it.
yeah, yeah. And speaking of that, I saw a funny meme that where it's like now LeBron's got to go back to Westbrook after his point guard just scored 50. And I was just like, yeah, that's that fantasy. Like you wish you had Steph on your team,
Hmm.
but now we're back to reality.
It's
It's
funny,
like,
yeah. When I was thinking, I was like, man, I can't bandwagon. But if I was gonna be bandwagon, I would say Golden State would be like, because it's almost funny, man. Like if you look at the trends of teams that I've root for, it's basically not rooting for a team particularly. It's just rooting for whoever can beat LeBron at the time. So that's typically where I would go. But I'll give you one random one from like kind of not I'm gonna say way back one, but from I started watching the league back in '09. It's like not too long ago, but was it 13 years now? Um, I really thought that the Orlando Magic would have been like a good team for like longer. Like when Dwight Howard was in his prime, it kind of reminds me of like the other side of like you're talking about Carmelo here. Like he was a force, man. I remember playing like when we would match up with them in the playoffs, like nothing you could do. Like prime Dwight was unbelievable. So
mm-hmm.
I kind of held like the Magic and like initially when I was watching like damn, just kind of like that regard. And I haven't seen them like that since then. They had like almost in a weird sense, and like I don't know why I'm making this comparison, just like a Baltimore Ravens kind of feel, and it's like, damn, they just match up really well with my team, and this sucks. So, yeah, I would love to see them, kind of rise to fame again if I could, root for like another random ass team. Like that would be
Right,
like another
right.
one. Like I
And
feel like they have like they and they had Shaq back in the day too when he was really good. So another
yep,
like team that has a decent history that could maybe do something again someday, but it's like, damn, you kind of forget they exist sometimes.
exactly.
I couldn't tell you a
Um,
single player on their
oh,
roster right now.
all
I
right.
couldn't tell you their coach. I couldn't tell you none of that.
Um, I mean, I got a lot of other ones where it's just like, yeah, like I've had love for Portland. I've had love for Phoenix Suns, Dallas. Of course, like you
The Dirk
mentioned,
year was
Golden
kind of cool,
State.
or not the Dirk. I'm sorry, the
Yeah,
Dirk championship.
they're, yeah. Because that was a nice sweet revenge. It was just like, yes, I get Miami again. Like we lost last time, but this
Right.
time, nah.
That's crazy too,
Like,
especially for him, like an underpowered. I remember watching that game. That was one of the first series that I watched. Just like I was like, I got to see this, and it like, didn't involve the Celtics, and because I think the Celtics lost pretty late that year to LeBron. Like I want to say it was like a 7 or 6 game series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that was like the first year LeBron. I want to say that was one of those times when LeBron like he beat the Celtics, like and like that was one of those times when maybe celebrated a little too early. Like that was his championship, and then by the time he got to the finals, like that was his second finals appearance. I want to say the first time he lost to the
mm,
Spurs, got swept 4-0 with Cleveland.
possibly because, but but
No,
then
no, no, no.
again, no, no, no,
Big
no, 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 no.
definitely.
Actually, no. Yeah, no. I don't think so because
No, big definite.
he, no,
Hundo,
because he
bro.
did it with.
I'll bet .1 right now that LeBron took Cleveland to the finals on his first run and got swept by the Spurs. Like
No,
it.
yeah, that part, yeah, I agree with you. That's for a fact. I'm saying this wasn't year two LeBron. This was like I remember this was when his second time back.
No, this was year
Um,
one Miami when he lost to Dallas.
okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I was saying.
okay. Just making sure because I was just like, no, it wasn't that early in his
No,
career.
no, 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 no. I'm just saying
Okay,
year one,
no.
as in like he got past. This is like his year 9 yeah, year 8 or 9 in the league. But like
Yeah,
yeah, no, I was just saying with his first real team, because he played on like
exactly. Yeah.
dude LeBron on Cleveland was like Stafford in Detroit.
It really was, but he actually
Actually
could
got him
pull it
there,
through.
actually got him
Yeah,
there, but yeah. So that was the first team that I got to root for that beat LeBron, and it was crazy because I never really. One thing that LeBron going to Miami did for me was I never really knew how good Dwayne Wade was. So getting to see him play a lot was really a pleasure, man, because he was a baller. He was incredible.
yeah. I I felt like I seen him. I got to see him because I kind of was trying to get into Sports Center, and so whatever I probably seen those highlights. But also played a big part was my cousin was a Wayne fan, so
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whenever he game was on, like I cut it on, and especially against my Lakers, and he's like,
Yeah,
y'all going down. So it was just like it just I couldn't get away with him, and
that's funny.
then so that's how I got to know him more before he got his other two pieces.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny too, man.
And
Like we look at the NFL, and it's like they've got a lot of teams have a lot of good players because the roster is so big. But you look at the NBA, and it's like a lot of teams really do just have like that one guy or those two guys. So it's kind of like, man,
Yep.
D Wade and the Heat are coming to town, or you got to play D Wade, and it really is like that. Like you got to play D Wade. It
Yeah.
is so much. I feel like that's why you get more of like I'm gonna use like an older reference. Like you get like the Brady versus Manning. It's like head to head, and it's like they never go head to head, and like we all know they never go head to head. It's like defense, offense, coaches. It's basically like Manning versus Belichick. That's the real head to head. But in this, it truly is the best players will be face to face on the court at the same time, head to head. So that's one of the
Exactly.
amazing aspects of the NBA.
Exactly. So, um, yeah.
Yeah, you want to get into
As you get,
the game of it all?
yeah. I was like, where's my tab at? I'm on the wrong thing.
Cool. So, just so you folks know how T Mac and I are going to do this, we got our list of games up like we would for NFL, but instead of just picking from the money line like we did before, we are going to do everything. We're going to do the spread, the total, and the money line. So we'll pick, the points. We will pick the total, and then we will pick the money line. Even as I'm saying this right now, we might even be able to implement some kind of like point spread bonus the way we're going to do with the money line. What we're going to do is a money line bonus. So we're going to start at a plus 300 threshold since we have this Detroit game right here. It's the only one on the board. If you pick a favorite of, I'm sorry, if you pick an underdog of plus 300
Yeah.
or more, you will get 2 points instead of 1 point. We're going to get 1 point for each of these. Just tally it up how we did with the weekly games and go from there. But yeah, I think that this would be a fun way to kind of just get into the whole. I mean, I want to get good at sports betting someday, man. Like, I want to actually know what I'm doing. I will really do.
Right.
I've tried it many times, like in a very amateur way, like where I'm just like, I'll just do it because I've gambled before, I've played poker before. But the thing is, like, before I like got decent at poker, like I read so much and I studied so much, and for whatever reason, like, I'll just start doing this. It didn't work. So I would love for it to work someday. So this would be like a nice little building block foundation, just a little experience without risking any money.
Right.
But yeah, how did we determine earlier? You want me to go first? You're gonna go first.
Yeah. You can go
I'll
first.
go first. So what we're gonna do is we have our Thursday games here. I'm putting my hand up like I got it. We got our Thursday games here. Use my cursor, and then we got our Friday games here. We're gonna go through all the Thursday games, and then we'll go through the Friday games. Since the Friday games we are ignorantly speculating don't have the total up yet because maybe
Yes.
it's too early
Yeah,
or
we're thinking
something.
seriously because if just to give the guys the insider, we're recording this on the 23rd, and so
Yes,
that is 2 days later. So
early on the
maybe by
23rd, mind
tomorrow,
you, very
yes,
very early.
they're early. So maybe on the 24th they will have a concrete idea of
Right.
what the total should be.
Or maybe it'll be on the morning of Friday. And we also don't know because this is the first. Thursday is going to be the very first games after the All Star break. So we're not sure if, once again, next week on a Tuesday, if we'll have Wednesday games available and Thursday games and Friday games, if it'll be just Wednesday and Thursday. Who knows? So we're gonna
Yeah,
play this by week and yeah, do what we can.
exactly.
But most
And
importantly, man, we're just having fun trying to see what the game's gonna look like, trying to get back into some league action since the only thing we can really do right now is just check rosters for the NFL.
exactly. But if you do have any idea of why they did to the totals like this of not putting it, go ahead and comment down. We would
Yeah.
love to know because this is why we're called ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And when you're letting us
So
know that below, hit that like button if you've been here this long. If you like what we're doing, if you like hearing us ramble about sports, because you're gonna get a lot more of it,
yes,
and that helps us.
definitely,
Help us help you.
exactly.
Okay, so I haven't really looked at this at all, nor do I have. Okay, so I got Boston up here. Like, so I got to stick with like my trend of just picking my teams and all that. So I'll start with the Boston Brooklyn game. I did look at this one a little bit before we, start off here. I was just clicking the teams and the
Okay.
rosters, trying to get back into my life and everything.
All right.
So I think I will take. All right, so Brooklyn's got this new team coming through. They got
Right.
I feel like Brooklyn got the short end of that deal, bro.
Oh yeah, that,
So they
bro.
lost their best player, and then they got this moody old Ben Simmons here, who's young and is acting like an old player at the same time. Like I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what this dude's all about. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
plus he's not really proven himself in any way, shape, or form yet. Like, and he hasn't he been injured too? Like since he's coming to the league, or is that Embiid? Am I mixing him up with Embiid? Because I'm just thinking Philly and young and injured.
I feel like he was,
Either way,
but
let's
it's mostly been he just hasn't been pulling his weight,
yeah, yeah.
especially for international player, unfortunately.
Regardless of how he hasn't produced, he just has not produced. So Brooklyn got
Yeah.
that mess. Boston's rolling right now. From what I hear, I was just watching a couple of games recently. I was watching the Atlanta game and Detroit game, and there was another game I was watching before that. Just like trying to get back into it a little bit. And they're hot. They're doing pretty good right now. We lost to Detroit by a point. I didn't actually finish the Atlanta game. I was only watching it, but we were like 7-0 before that Detroit loss. I want to say, or maybe even 8-0. So Boston's hot. So I think I'm gonna go with Boston on the spread. Give me my Boston -4.
Oops. Boston -4. Okay.
We got the total at 217.5 points. When I was looking earlier, the both of these teams averaged more than what that would be. I think Boston was like 210, Brooklyn was like 210 as well. Like I'm sorry, 110. I'm sorry, 110. My 8.5. So like the total was somewhere between the two, was like somewhere in the 220 range. So since I have no idea what to go off of, I'm just gonna go over because I think that maybe defense will be a little sloppy. Who knows? Who knows? We'll go
Okay.
over, and
Over.
I will definitely take Boston to win the game. Absolutely.
Okay, right. So yeah, so that's that part. I got that part. Okay. Um. Oh, my team is not playing. But, oh, I mean, I'm laughing because it's just like when I knew where I was gonna go next anyway. Because when you were saying that, I was just like, I'm going West Coast at least,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm gonna go Golden State.
Yep. Fair enough.
And poor Dame, you know.
Poor
got
Dame.
got the short end of the
Lonely
stick.
Dame. You got a
Um,
nice meaty over under there at 225.5 or 222.5.
yeah. Um, I feel like, mm, I feel like it might go under. I feel like it might go under.
Okay, under.
Yeah, and then for the money line, I will choose Golden State.
Okay, word. We got Golden State, so you got it for the spread and for the money line. Okay, and the under. All right. So yeah, like now at this point, I guess we're just kind of going off of like, what do I know about the league? So I know that Phoenix is
Yep.
good, and
Mhm.
I don't know anything about Oklahoma City, which kind of almost reflects a little bit in the point spread. Phoenix is a 10.5 point favorite. See, now that's when the points get crazy, man. So, I this is odd. I wonder why the money line is 110 on this Phoenix Oklahoma game. You would think that that would only occur on a game like this Memphis Minnesota game where the spread is super close at 1.5, 1.5. Like that makes sense for the money line to be close. Wouldn't
Exactly.
you think the money line for Phoenix would be like, like negative, like 200, and then Oklahoma would get
Right.
like plus
And
200
then
or some
one,
shit?
right? Yeah.
Huh. So I think they might have fucked up on that, honestly. Like that doesn't look right to me. But
Exactly.
nevertheless, since no bonuses or nothing, like you would think that that would be another one of those teams that would get that plus 300. Because look at Detroit is +9, they get plus 300. Oklahoma City is plus 10.5, and they're minus. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's
I'm still gonna go with that game though. I'll still take all that nonsense off the board. Huh. All right, since I don't know nothing about nothing, that just seems like a lot of points. Give me Oklahoma City in the points. I want OKC plus 10.5. Give
Okay,
me,
so
yeah.
you thinking okay seeing
I'm
over
thinking.
Phoenix?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
thinking.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
okay, and I'm gonna go with the um. I'm gonna go with the under 218. Oh, ran the wrong pot. Under 218.5. But I think Phoenix is gonna win the game. But I don't think they're gonna
okay.
win by 10.5 points. I think 10.5 is too much.
Okay.
I think they might win by
So
6 or 7. In my extremely ignorant ass opinion. But but just looking at 10.5, 10.5 seems like a big number in the NBA.
yeah. Um
Would have maybe considered a OKC bonus there, but if they were giving me some plus 300, but no.
exactly. All right. Um I feel like based on my knowledge of the league now, the only other easier pick, well, between these two, Chicago
Yeah, you
or
got two. I was
Memphis.
thinking the exact same thing.
Um, I mean but so the money line looks better for the Atlanta, Chicago. But I'm trying to think like who else besides it's like Carl Anthony's and my boy um Edwards. Anthony Edwards or something like that. The one who put out a flip phone during the beef. I think he was trying to be funny during the All Star League week. Um,
I did not follow a lot of those shenanigans. I saw
yeah, I
some, but
didn't.
not a lot
I
of them.
barely. Yeah, it's like same thing. Like I barely saw that. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, he's still in that same team. So those are the only two, and it's like, is that really enough? I guess. I mean, that does seem like enough manpower against just Ja Morant, like, cause that's really it for Memphis. That's all Memphis Grizzly right there. So
Bro,
I guess I'll leave that one
if
on the
you asked me a
board,
single player on Memphis, I wouldn't have been able to tell you nothing, dude.
right? Yeah. But I think
I even
Memphis,
forget that Memphis and Minnesota are two different teams. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like those
right,
to me are like
right,
M. You got the Timberwolves, you got the Grizzlies. Like that's kind of like a very similar vibe going on.
exactly.
Both of them are in the middle of nowhere. I would
Um,
apologize to them, but I know they're not listening because they don't
right,
have internet out there.
right. Is the thing with Memphis. Just going a nice another little side tangent. Whenever I have to see Memphis, I just think of Zach Randolph. I think
Mm-hmm.
of Mike Conley,
Yep.
that kind of
Yep.
era.
Yep.
But
That was a good
I'm trying
team.
to think.
That was a good team.
Yeah, exactly. And that would have been another one I would have named too.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna go with I think the more safer bet, the more powerhouse, the big three,
Mm-hmm.
kind of to agree. Chicago, who got
Yep.
Zach Levine, my boy, from
Mm-hmm.
UCLA, and DeMar Rosen. And I feel like somebody else that I'm just might be missing, but those two for sure have been winning them games. So um I would go with the 3.5 spread.
All right.
Um 233 though.
It's a big number, but they know more than we do.
Yeah. So let me just put that up. So like that yeah, so that's 115 each, barely minimum that they think they're gonna both score. And Atlanta has Trey Young. And who else? Like nobody else. Like, is
Mm,
Trey really gonna help them get 115?
he's got that.
I'm
They got
going.
that dude with the hair who's got like the one little part who's blonde. That's it. I can't even remember his name, bro.
Oh yeah, my boy. That well, no. Wait, did he get traded back there? Did he get traded there? Sure, I can't
He
even
was
keep up.
playing. He was playing there the other
Um,
day. Oh, if I click on Atlanta's roster, I probably remember his name.
yeah. Let's see. It's Why was I gonna say Dan Schneider?
Um,
It's Dan, but I think it's Dan. He has Dan in the name, or something like that. It's you were talking about. No, no.
Is it? Wait, if I click on this, will it give me like a picture? That'd be
Was it
sweet.
Sharif? Was it Sharif you were talking about?
Hold on,
Maybe.
I'm gonna see if I can click on a search. Let's see if it'll give me. Is that with it? Nah. It's funny. Like I'll edit a picture of the player slash name like, into this part right now, so like everyone knows who we're talking about.
Right. But now that I'm here, Atlanta did score 130 last time and 109 for Orlando, so that
Oh,
would have
they
made
have Clint Capella, who's always been solid. John
yeah.
Collins, Kevin Huerter. Oh wait, is it Danilo
No,
Gin
no, no, no.
Ginilar? Because I was like, I know you're thinking Dan something. I'm like, bro, I don't know how.
Yeah,
It's crazy when you see these names without pictures or anything. It's like, oh damn, I really don't know people. Well, they have
exactly.
Lance Stevenson. That's funny. He's been gone around the league.
Yeah, he definitely has been going around the league. Wait, who has Lance Stevenson? Where is he?
Atlanta.
Oh, but he's just not. He wasn't on the bench, I guess.
I mean, he's only
But
played six
oh,
games. It
what?
says.
Yeah. Oh, or maybe not click on this part. Oh no, that still doesn't show him. But yeah, the guy you were trying to pronounce, Danilo
Mm-hmm.
Gallinari. I could
Yep.
say his last name way easier, but I can't say his first name all of a sudden now. Like,
Yeah.
and that used to be the hard part. But yeah, he's been one of those like good forwards. Like I wanted to say like at the beginning of not even beginning, but um part of the what do you want to say like spread forward like so it's like he'd be sitting at the three that one of those type of ones where he kind of created his shots every now and then, but they wanted to use him mostly I think for the three.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot. I'll say
Wait,
okay,
is
I'll
it
say
Clint Capella who has the hair? That is funny. I think it is him. That's
it
hilarious.
may be
It is, because I'm on their roster page right now on the NBA.com, which is actually really nice for that because it has the.
okay. Yeah, see, yeah, there it is. Yeah, yeah, yep.
I
But yeah,
got I
see, I
got to
was saying
use this
about
more to like learn the league. Like this is good. This is good if I get my
yeah,
visuals down. And thank God, bro,
exactly.
NBA players don't wear helmets. This would be so much
Right,
easier.
right.
So much easier in the NFL.
Um, but yeah, I'm thinking. I'll show you who I'm thinking of, and you can even probably post that up. Um, I just gotta find it, figure out where the heck he went. Dan Schroeder, yeah, Schroeder or something like that. Something
Dennis
Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, right. Dennis.
I'll bring him up.
Yeah, yeah, Dennis Schroeder. Yep, there you go. That's who I was thinking of. And he's on your team,
Oh yeah,
Boston.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, I know he went
Oh no
somewhere
no 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 no!
else.
That's who I was thinking too. But you're right. Yeah. No, that's who I was confusing with him
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Capella's just like a little bit older, but they do got the same exact style.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, we got lucky. But Boston, they've had a decent roster for a long while now. Like it's a solid core. I mean, Kyrie and then Hayward thing. I mean, like Kyrie
yeah,
was one thing, and then Hayward not being able to stay healthy another thing. But those two very key players in us being good not working out was very harmful to our winning a championship.
yeah. So like I said, they did. So I'll go under still
Okay.
because their last game was close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's. Let me just see. Yeah, 239. So it's possible it can be still this range, but like maybe even exact, you know?
Right. This is why I'm not giving it too much thought because I feel like, man, it's such a shot in the dark right now. And like, I don't know trends. I don't
Yeah,
know this. I don't know that. I don't know who's like hot, who's not. I mean, everyone got about a week break from the roster, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means people are going to buckle up on defense. I don't know if that means people are going to be hot on offense. I have no idea. So we'll see.
exactly.
What about the winner of the game on the money line? Who you
Oh, I'm
got?
going Chicago.
You going Chi-Town. I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, Bro, it's funny too, man, because this is hilarious. When we were saying those easy games, we're talking Memphis, Minnesota, I got confused with them and the third M team that fits the that narrative with Milwaukee. I was like, oh yeah, one of them teams is good, and it's like, wait, neither of those teams have Giannis. Damn, I really don't know this league right now. So I'm not gonna touch that game. I'll leave that game on there. What else we got? What else we got? Detroit's good. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, isn't Detroit good? Cleveland's a 9-point favorite against Detroit. Why did I think Detroit was good? I could have sworn they were like good in the standings. NBA basketball. Oh no, I guess I'm thinking something else. Who was I thinking? Maybe Utah. I don't know. Oh, so Memphis is the number 6 team in the league, and Milwaukee's number 7. Yeah, Memphis is number 6, and Minnesota's number 15. That's why that was a little surprising to see those two teams so closely matched. Hmm. Okay, well, I don't know nothing about nothing, but you know what I know? I like Denver's uniform. So, let's go with Denver. Denver got a nice rainbow theme going these days. I'm going to hit that up. So, let's go with Denver. We'll take that. We'll take Denver in the points. We'll take that young -4.
Okay.
Give up 4. Have I gone over in a minute? I don't know. So, let's go over. And let's go Denver to win the game.
227. So for Denver, you have Jamal Murray, who's like 4 or 5 years in the league, maybe. Definitely has done his part to try to survive this West Conference and take his team to the championship. But as always, it's West Conference.
Bro, you said Jamal Murray. I'm like, bro, why does that name sound? And like, I'm like, oh, Jamar Murray. Oh, Jamar Chase. I'm like, why? I'm gonna get so confused with players now. I'm like,
right,
Chase. I don't know why I thought Murray, honestly. But Jamar, kind of like half and half. I'm like, hot young player. Interesting. Okay, my brain for some reason like went Bengals receiver as soon as you said that. I couldn't tell you why. But all right, so it's gonna be tough, man. Switching gears on this. They got anyone else that I may know? Because I'm like, I feel like I've heard that name, but I mixed it up with Kyler Murray. That's what it was.
Right, exactly. So you these last names.
Yeah, a lot of overlap.
Why does that one not work anymore? Whatever, I'll go. But so if not them, them. So that's him. And then I was gonna say that's him only, but I do remember at the last second that Djokovic.
Oh, okay.
I think that's supposed to be he's supposed to be on the same team. I might be freaking one more person, but those are for sure the main two off the top of my head. That's like leading the squad, hopefully to victory.
That's where Jeff Green ended up. That's hilarious.
Yes, Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon.
Oh, and they signed Boogie Cousins. You hear that?
Yeah,
that's hilarious, man. I just saw that earlier today. He had like just finished his last like 10-day contract or something, and like if they didn't sign him, I don't know if he was gonna get on the team this year.
Yeah. And then correction. I'm sorry, I said Djokovic, and I'm probably gonna be saying this a lot. Yeah, Djokic, because
who's that? The tennis player.
Yes,
bro, you said it, and I was like, it sounds like it, but I'm not current enough on either to say either way.
Yeah, so I'm getting that. So I felt like the core on this team is the main is like I said, Jokic and Murray first, and then you can have like Austin Rivers, Michael Porter Jr., Jeff Green. Maybe Aaron and Cousins, like,
bro, they have an Aaron Gordon that's played 53 games and he races cars. That's crazy. That's crazy.
This guy. Could you imagine?
Right.
I want to leave it up there for you, but I'm gonna take it. I want. Give me John Morant. That's my guy. He is the NBA future of the NBA. And yeah, I think Memphis is. That's what I want. So
you're taking Memphis in the points? Or I'm sorry, is Memphis? Sorry, I was looking. Yeah, Memphis is negative or minus.
Yeah, minus.
Minus, all right.
Have I said over yet?
240. Yeah, that's the big one. That was the big one.
See, and I was gonna say over, but I was like, maybe I should have said over in the other ones. So maybe I need to actually stay with under with this one.
I don't blame you on this one, especially.
Under 240, and then, yeah, so Memphis winning would be my money line.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oops, doo, doo.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are a favorite without LeBron James. What a world we live in.
All
I
right.
wouldn't mind seeing Cleveland be like okay at something for once in their life without LeBron. Like, that would be cool for them. Do they? Oh, that's who you saying's got Rondo. Okay, 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 okay. For some reason, I thought you were reading Detroit's roster at first when we were talking about all of them. Like when you mentioned all those players before, I thought you were mentioning Detroit's roster.
Mhm.
All right, all right. I'll take my boy Rondo then. Why not? But maybe I'll start from reverse. Do I want him for 9 though? Ooh, for 9?
Oh, yeah, here it is. And I
Nah,
did see this. I got the answer. Not to cut you off,
nah.
but
You go.
what does the negative 110 mean? You also need to understand how odds work in point spread betting. In the above Super Bowl example, you'll notice a minus 110 next to both spreads, assuming you're using American odds. This is called the VIG, I guess
Yeah,
VIG.
that's why I
Yeah.
said that I said before that's the juice. That's the same thing. The vig.
Okay, okay,
That's the
yeah, VIG.
juice. The
Okay.
vig, the juice. That is how the book makes their money.
Right.
The
Because I
110.
was
Say
just
if it was an even 100, that would just be even. The 10 is that's their $10. So we'd get
yeah.
90 back if I'm doing that correctly.
Okay. So yeah, because I was just about to say it. I was like, when I got to the last part, I was like, or the juice.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it is a price that the sportsbooks charge to bet into this market, and it's similar to the rake in poker.
Hmm.
And with it, you'll need to wager 110 to win $100. Okay.
Yeah. No. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's a great way to say it. And that's
Okay.
more accurate because I was. Yeah. I forget exactly. Yeah. You have to wager 110 to win 100. Makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
But yeah, basically that was your guess, right? At the why it's both
Yeah.
one.
Why
Oh
it's
no, but well,
Well, I was just
well
saying
yeah,
why
why
I'm just saying they were both 110 because I'm saying like that's like an even money game to me.
right.
Whereas say the the Phoenix Oklahoma City shouldn't be one. Like the Memphis Minnesota should be.
That's the part we need to figure out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So it's
I'm
like
confident in saying that that is a mistake. That ain't it. Like that is not how that should be. Like that should be
right.
the Phoenix Oklahoma City money line should be way closer to the Cleveland Detroit money line as opposed to the Memphis Minnesota.
Exactly.
Like that's what it
Okay.
should be
Okay.
mimicking.
That was the part where
The
okay, we
Memphis
trying to figure out.
Minnesota
Okay.
money line is good. That's accurate because like the spread is the same number and they're both low numbers that are close to zero. It all makes perfect sense on that game. But the Phoenix OKC game, I would bet money that their bet is incorrect.
Right.
Like I'm
But
like,
yeah, we'll see. We'll
yeah,
see it for the next week.
we'll see if they
At
update.
least
Yeah, I doubt
or that
they
even
might not
yeah,
update, but
true.
we'll see for sure. Okay, cool. So yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I think I'll take Detroit and the points. I'm gonna kind of go similar with how I went with OKC. So like I'm gonna take the points, but I'm gonna take Cleveland to win, and I'm gonna go over on the total of 22-13.
So you taking the 9,
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 9 points. I like points.
and then you said over.
Yep, over on 213. That sounds like a low number. I can deal with that.
All right.
And then
And then
but I'm gonna take Cleveland to win. So I'm gonna leave the bonus on the
Cleveland.
board.
Right.
That's just a little too much for me because, like I said, I want to go with my man Rondo to win the game.
Okay. All right, so then that's it for
That's it for
Thursday.
Thursday. Yep. So now you
I
get
was
to
gonna say
start
that's
the
it for
Friday.
Tuesday, but I was like
No,
that's today.
no, we are still doing Tuesday, my man. But you get to start Friday early. So, and now, hey, look at that. You got some of our more. We lied, my man. We lied. I spot with my little eye a back to back. You see that?
Let's
You
see. Oh, I
see
see. I
that young
see.
Phoenix in there playing two
Yeah, the young
times in two
Phoenix.
nights?
Let's see.
But then again, we also have you got your 1A and your 1B to choose from.
Yep. And I will definitely choose my 1A because they better do it.
That's a good one too.
uh,
That's a good one.
it
That's a
is.
very
Like
good
with
one.
with the struggling, because it's like
Who gets the ban?
actually,
Wait. Do they get so? Okay, so it's a Lakers home game, so the banners get to be uncovered.
all right.
That's funny.
Like hopefully that gives Russell some boost and be like, yo,
Yeah.
don't you want to have your name up here? You can have your name up here playing the way you're playing.
Have always loved Russell Westbrook as a NBA character. Like I love having him in the league, but like I think he's currently in that state of his career where Carmelo was like 3 4 years ago. Where I don't know if you remember hearing that quote. Something like a reporter was like, "So Carmelo, are you like ready to start on the bench?" And Carmelo was like, "The bench? Me?" And did you hear that quote recently where Russell was asked like, what do you think you need to do to earn the right to be in the ending lineup at the end of games? And he was like, "Me? Need to earn the right to be in lineups? No,
I didn't,
no."
but
But he
I
basically
imagine it's
he had
something
that
with yeah.
attitude. He had that
Yeah, but
attitude.
I figured that's what happened because some of the like I had like I was like trying to get ready for these the NBA news and all that stuff. I was trying to touch up on that and just see like I was seeing more jokes about like oh Lakers didn't do nothing like this trade like this
Mm-hmm.
deadline like I was seeing stuff like that and like I was seeing
Yeah.
Frank was like no trades here like we're gonna like we got this like and it's like I hope so like I really hope Russ can figure it out like
Mm-hmm.
because I mean as always we all know like there's been other failures and when you looks great on paper but when it comes to reality it's just not coming. It's not meshing. It's
Right.
not. There's no chemistry, unfortunately, and it's like you're the odd one out. Looks like everybody else is able to fit in. So
And then I was watching I think it was Utah and LA last week, like last time they played, and I did see that game to the end. But what was it? AD came down pretty hard on his ankle. You caught that?
yeah, I was just like, if I'm not mistaken, I was seeing it again. I was like, AD hurt again, possibly. It was just like,
I just remember watching it in real time, and bro, his ankle. Did you like see it? See it?
oh no, no,
Oh, okay, bro. It was one of those ones where if you got a weak stomach, I would recommend not watching that. I'm not saying it
no.
was as
Right.
bad as George,
Um.
George, Paul George. It wasn't as
Oh,
bad as Paul
okay.
George's leg, but bro, it was nasty. Like his foot goes like this. Like it's like ankle. It's bad. Like it
Hmm.
goes 90
Hmm.
degrees. Um,
Hmm.
so he didn't play the rest of the game, and he got carried off the court. So not stretchered, but carried. He was hobbling. Like he had the human crutches going for sure. Um,
Hmm.
but so I'd
Yeah.
be very worried about his health right now coming back. So that's like been another thing that I've been hearing too. Russ is getting a little bit of this unnecessary heat because AD can't stay healthy, and then just boom again, done for
Yeah.
at least a little bit. I would have to assume, like, but
Yeah. Definitely. Like at
you
least
never
like
know.
if anything like um is sprain is there something higher than sprained ankle that I can't think of?
ACL tear.
Uh, right. That like, but then anything like milder than that, like in between that,
Um,
because is it does it start at sprain? Right. It starts at that's what I'm trying to
yeah,
get at. I
usually
guess.
like ankle sprain would be like, and sometimes people can even like I don't want to say play on it, but like they can play like recently after it. So
Yeah. But it sounded like it won't be that
anything
though.
below the knee is not good. Knee or
Yeah.
below
Oh
is
yeah.
not good.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely not.
Um,
But yeah,
so
when you
we don't. I was gonna say. So what about the total? And we didn't. I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have the total.
right
That's right.
exactly
But I
yeah
assume, are you gonna take LA Kers on the money line as well? Was that implied?
yeah
Okay.
yeah. Just give me the but yeah, when you talk about injuries, I thought you were gonna mention Sean Livingston, I believe it was his name. You
Yeah.
remember
Who does he play on right now?
no, he not anymore.
Oh,
Or
okay,
no,
okay.
or at least I don't think so. Like back then with his was when he was the Clippers, like fast break lane, went up pretty high, like could have been a dunk, but like he already I think had made up his mind he was going for a layup and it's just like when he came to land, it was just like
Mm,
and it was just like
Was that a little
Yo,
while ago? Because I had like a
yeah,
brief
yeah,
like a
oh yeah,
period of like maybe a couple 2 3 years where like I really like you I would start basically paying attention in like playoff time. Like, all right, who's gonna win this game? Who's like because playoff basketball, even up until the finals, can be very predictable, and it's just kind
yeah,
of can be before
yeah,
playoff basketball can be kind of uninteresting. So I definitely gave the league like not my full attention over the last few years.
yeah. No, this was more like freaking 7 to 10 years ago
Got it.
because I think he took a break off, like he did his whole rehabbing and stuff. Because I feel like I remember they made a big deal because he got blessed to be able to go to Golden State, so he was like a key, like basically like a six man for Steph and Steph
Mm-hmm.
and Clay. So it was like cool, get to see like you back in the league because it was like everybody was like kind of like ooh, like not one of those gruesome injuries you see every day.
Right.
So it was just like kind of like a Derrick Rose and stuff like that. Like, can you bounce back and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thankfully he's able to, at least in our minds, from our point of view, conquer his demons. You know, who knows what kind of PTSD he might have? Because
Right.
I have a cousin who heard something, like we said, knee or below, and he's just like, yeah, like explosiveness. He's just like mentally, like I want to be there. He's like, but like nah, it's like you think you tough then, but then when it happens, he's like you get hit reality. It's like you get hit reality. It's like I'm still human. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not invincible, especially when you start counting into trying to be a family man and stuff like that. Like he has kids now, so it's like yeah, it starts hitting like yeah, all right,
Right.
yeah, these injuries like we knew they was possible and it's you should take them serious. So yeah, so it's just like I don't fault anybody with those kind of crazy things, and it's just like not they don't feel like being back to themselves because people are like I
Mm-hmm.
like I miss like Derek. I feel like he's gotten explosive to a degree, but definitely not as much as when he's his first years in Chicago. So
Right.
it's just like unfortunate, but hey, at least
That was
he's still
never
in the
gonna be
league, you know.
sustainable with like what he was doing.
Oh yeah, no, it made it seem like it, like yeah, like he like such small man, and he's just exploding like Russell, like
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's just
Well, the
like
thing
yeah,
about Russell is like, for better or for worse, like he does shoot a lot. So like he's not
yeah,
always driving to the, and even when he's
yeah,
got the ball,
yeah.
like D Rose was just always playing on like on 10. Like he was never
Oh yeah,
going
definitely. Yeah, he
below.
was. Yeah, yeah. It was like he was on Adderall and everybody else wasn't. Like
Right.
that man was moving quick, like zoom, zoom,
Mm-hmm.
zoom, like yeah. He was really trying to get in that lane and just like it didn't have to always be a dunk, just any kind of crazy layup.
Right. Even
So
like
it was
even
like
just
yeah,
he would pass aggressively. Like he was everything he did was like a lot. So
yeah,
I'm not surprised that he the tank wore thin.
yeah, yeah.
But you know what, man? Let me grab our. We got our. I'm gonna take your 1B. Our 1B still left on the board. Give me that San Antonio for both the points
All
and for
right.
the win.
All right. Toronto, New Orleans. Ooh, I was like Dallas, but then I was like, wait, Utah. That means Donovan Mitchell. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, let's go back to the New Orleans, Phoenix, and Toronto, Charlotte. And I want to say Phoenix, even though they're going to be back to back. I think they still can pull it out. Maybe only thing I think Zion still's on New Orleans. Brandon, one of our training, one of the players. We always make the joke of like Lakers. We get these like decent pieces, and we like it seemed like we work on them, and then we ship them off to
mm.
people, and then like they come to the fruition that we hope for.
Oh,
That was like the
Ingram.
Julius Randle, yeah, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, um, Jordan Clarkson.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jordan Clarkson just got 6 man, on Utah. So it's just like, bruh, like I mean, it's good to see y'all flourishing. I'm
Yep.
glad y'all don't need the Lakers, but it's like,
Right.
so yeah, Zion, Brandon, if he's still playing, who knows if he's injured? Yeah, I'll still take it now because I think Phoenix only lost one little bench player, key kind of component from their run last year.
Mm-hmm. Do
So,
you want? Are you
uh,
taking? You're taking them the points and the win, or are you taking? How you doing it?
mm,
6.5. We're getting up there. Got
Mm-hmm.
to win by 7.
Yeah, I think they could do it. Yeah, I think they could do it.
All right, so we got Phoenix for both.
Yeah, I think they can do it. Cause they like to like shoot threes too, so make life easier.
I was glad you left it on the board for me because I like Dallas's roster getting 6 points. I'll take that, man. I like points plus. Like I know Utah's a good team, but Dallas ain't no chumps. I think I'll stick with my styles. I'm gonna take Dallas with the points, but I'm gonna give Utah the win. So I think we've got just the one left, the Toronto Charlotte game.
Yeah, and mm, I would love to see the Raptors do it. Maybe they still got it in them. They third, but I'll choose the Hornets.
We got the Hornets. That's like
Um,
some you haven't taken a lot of points. So those are some of your fewest points you've taken. We got Charlotte +2.
yeah, I'll go with that.
Wait a minute. Charlotte
The
is spelled Charlotte. I've never looked at. We
right.
pronounce it
Hey,
Charlotte,
that's
right? It's
yeah.
an O. It's
Well, would
there's an O
you?
in Charlotte.
Yeah, what you thought
An
was
E. Like
another E?
yeah, Charlotte. It's not Charlotte. Charlotte. It's Charlotte.
Okay, I feel that.
No, it's
I feel that.
Charlotte. It's from now on. It's Charlotte. I
All
don't
right.
see Charlotte. I see Charlotte. Charlotte it
Yeah.
is. So you're taking
All right.
Charlotte and the 2.
Right.
I'm just
It's
offended at that
always
spelling, bro.
yeah. I mean, and it's probably hit me before, but I never like really broke it down that much. But yeah,
Okay, Charlotte +2, and are you taking them to win the game?
Charlotte. Yeah, I'm taking them to win the
All right.
game. He said Charlotte +2.
It's closer to Charlotte than it is Charlotte. So Charlotte would be Sharlet. That's Charlotte. This is Charlotte to me. So we got young Charlotte coming in hot. All right. All right. So we are almost at an hour 15 of Raw, so we should probably get there soon. But yeah, this has been I think this is a pretty good foundation.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's any way that you stayed here this long, you got to know someone who likes NBA talk. Share this video. That's going to be one of our main ways to grow this. Just share. Make sure you're sub too, because we get a lot of people that will comment like
Definitely.
1 or 2 times, never see them again. So make sure you get that sub and notification on.
Yes, please. It truly helps. Every little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Comments, subscribing, liking,
And
definitely sharing.
and because we're not gonna be able to cover every game, there will definitely be more Discord talk. So hit us up in that Discord link.
Yes.
We got that right
Link
right down below.
should be in the description, yes, below.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be waiting for you there.
Yes. Any closing thoughts on our first official full NBA week?
As always, feels fun. Seems like it's gonna be fun again. You know, it's gonna be exciting. Once again, like I feel like the NFL would have been easier just trying to get excited to watch every game because it's just I don't know, the NFL is different, you know,
It's so much
like
more
it's
impactful.
more
16
yeah, yeah,
games,
yeah,
17
yeah.
games.
That is it's like it literally more impactful, like physical, like you know,
Right.
versus the NBA where it's just kind of like it's
Volume by
truly like
numbers type deal.
yeah, you really can predict like it's just like is so and so okay, like they're not double triple teaming them, then they're gonna win. You know. So but that's still gonna be thing. So now that I have a reason to watch this game where it's just like
Right.
if so and so is not on these teams, then like why would I want to watch two horrible teams, you know?
I'm already looking at this like we have this up here. I'm looking at it in a new light. Like I see Cleveland, Detroit, I see Boston, but I'm like, whatever. But now that we got all this going, and now that I got this right here, now I'm excited. Now that we got this, now I'm excited. Now I'm gonna watch every game on here in a completely new light. Like I got money on the game.
Exactly.
So I'll be rooting hard. So I'm very glad that we got this going.
Yes, this is definitely fun.
Cool, man. And yeah, like I said, like
Definitely
we'll
exciting.
talk a little more. Maybe we'll do like we can do like a bonus episode, or like we can do like some picks and some Discord, and like still keep it going, so we can like still talk more games, but maybe still keep the recording once a week. But yeah, we'll see how it works next week. And yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. So see you guys next week and with the results and our next picks.
Cheers, man.
It's,
Sweet.